Hey y'all, I'm Jay.
And I'm Brooke.
We are Smoking F Barbecue and Feedlot.
Every day we get asked all kinds of questions about all kinds of things.
But the number one question we get is, what does the F stand for?
Nope, it's not that F word, y'all.
Here we'll answer all of your questions about anything and everything as it relates to our lives and our Fs. Faith, family, farm, freedom, and of course food.
Don't forget Frankovich. If you have a question you'd like answered, shoot us a PM or an email. Each week we'll select one question to tackle and then answer it as authentically as we can.
Wait, are we live?
Let's get this thing started. Love y'all.
Thank y'all for being the best part of what we do.
Hey everybody.
Are we live?
Actually not.
Okay. Hey everybody, Jay and Brooke here with Smoking F.
Last week we sent out, we let everybody ask us questions. We just made it like an open. We'd love to hear from you guys, see what y'all have to say and what you want to hear from us. As it turns out, starting something like this is a little bit harder to jump into than we imagined. So I'm very thankful for all the prompts that people sent us. We got some fun ones, we got some food ones, but actually the questions that we got asked the most about were Lone Star Cowboy Church, which we show at the barn on Sundays. So we thought that's a great place to start. So we're just going to jump right into it today. You want to start with how we ended up at Lone Star Cowboy Church in Montgomery, Texas?
That's right. So we lived in Spicewood, Texas, just outside of Austin. Actually, the town says their motto is just outside of weird, because Austin's motto is keep Austin weird.
And it's weird.
It's super weird.
It's really weird.
Anyway, no, lots of good food though.
Lots of good food.
Anyway, so we started out in Spicewood, and we went on a vacation, went down to the beach. We had this little crappy camper, and we went on a vacation to the beach, took all the kids, everybody wore it out.
Our kids were teensy, all four.
Yeah, we hauled like as much sand back as there was on the beach.
Is it even a beach trip if you don't come back with
Yeah, that's true.
half the beach?
So anyway, everybody had a fantastic time. Kids are all in the back of the truck sleeping. That truck at the time was a 2010 Dodge 3/4
sure
ton.
That's the details people were really wanting to know about.
I missed that truck. It was phenomenal. However, we're on the way back and we're listening to Lone Star Cowboy Church live. We had family in Montgomery, Texas, where the church is located, and we had talked on a number of different occasions about relocating to that area, be closer to family. We would love to be part of that church. So the service finishes up and we're listening to it on the radio in the truck, and we're just I look at her and I'm like, we always talk about moving there, why not now? And she kind of looked at me like I was about half crazy and half not. And that really started it for us. So it was a big shift.
You have to know Jay, so I had been to Cowboy Church a few times because of my family. Jay, I think that the first Sunday that I took him, Pastor Randy walked a horse into the sanctuary and had it doing circles up and down the aisle. And Jay was like, okay, this is a preacher I can get into.
Yeah.
Like he speaks his language.
No, it was super cool. He had a nice cutting horse there right at the front, inside the church, and I said, yeah, this is all right. So that, among a whole lot of other things, led us to Lone Star Cowboy Church.
When we moved to Tennessee, Jay's job, we moved to Montgomery. We were going to church for a few years, and we loved being close to home. To my family was all there, and then Jay gets the job in Tennessee. And
Wait, though. You forgot to tell him you were on the donut team.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
I loved me. Look, food has always been my love language. So yes, I volunteered every Sunday to pass out donuts. That's what I did.
And you were darn good at it.
Thanks. Yep. So, because every little bit matters. I mean, honestly, you can serve any which way. That's a big deal. Anyway,
No, it does. It
yes.
takes an army to
complete. Yeah.
serve him.
So we moved to Tennessee. We did visit a lot of churches. We tried to get plugged in. We just kind of never found the right fit. But anyway, we visited a lot of churches here in Tennessee, but we just never quite found the right fit. And then, what year did our house burn down? 18. Oh, it's almost the anniversary, February 7th.
That's right.
Our house burnt down. And that's a whole nother story for another day. But I think most people have probably heard it by now. But the church, Lone Star, who is still our home church in Texas, they took up an offering for us. And it was very generous, as did so many people here. We were blessed beyond measure. But what we did with that money, it was kind of the seed money to start the barn project. It didn't pay for the full barn, but it was a good start for us. And so as
they actually, when they sent it and Pastor Darla, she said, build a barn.
So we did, and it was going to be the barn, like my barn, like it was going to be Jay's shop. That's why the lights are so bright. My horses were going to be on the side porch now. We had it all planned out, and then Jay, what was it? We were about done with it, and Jay says to me, "I really think that we're supposed to start showing Lone Star TV, like Lone Star Live, like live stream it at the barn when it's done." And I was like, I don't think so. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's what Jesus is saying.
That's right.
Because back then, like, I thought I was busy, and I had 4 babies at the time. They were much smaller, and our business was just really starting to be something. Nothing like what it is now, though. So I say I thought I was busy back then. But for 6 months, he just kind of let me like stew on it like he does. And I woke up one night in the middle of the night and just felt like Jesus was saying, just show it. You don't have to be all the things and be the donut person and the live stream person and the sound technician. Just press play and show it, and I'll bring people to do the rest. So that's what we did. We just started pressing play. Hey,
would you like to, on the record, say, should have listened to your husband?
No. But I do want you to tell everybody what happened the first Sunday.
Ooh. So that was awesome. And you guys can probably relate. So, as you know, and one of the reason we're talking about this right now is faith is one of the 5 F's. It's one of our foundations around here. In fact, it's the most important one that we have. We wouldn't be doing what we're doing. We wouldn't have met all the people that we've met. We wouldn't be in the place that we're in life, serving Him, if not for faith. Yep. So that's why we're sharing this really today. But
it's actually, can I say just real quick, I think, and I don't want this to sound like I'm talking negatively of this person, but just recently I was even asked to share our story to a group of people. But they, after I kind of accepted it, they said, well, I'm going to need you to do it without mentioning Jesus too much. And I was like, me and Jay talked about it for just a split second, and we both were like, well, we really don't have a story then. I mean, faith is our entire story. So anyway, go ahead. First Sunday.
Do what we do.
Yep.
All right. So this first Sunday, we've got a TV hanging outside on the porch. The whole family, our family, is gathered there. We have a couple of picnic tables. Yeah. So I mean, that's half
we
the
have
congregation. Anyway, half a baseball team. Anyway. But no, so we've got everybody sitting on the porch. We
like
announced
patio
it.
Furniture.
We're like, hey, just come hang out, check it out, see if it works for you. We really, honestly, had no idea where it was going. We just felt called to show it.
And we knew that when we had barbecues, back then we were doing barbecues, and we'd get like 400 people in a night. So we're like, surely, I mean, somebody
will show up. So anyway,
and we said barbecue after lunch, after church.
Service is just about to begin, and this car rolls up, and I'm like, no way!
Somebody's here. Yes,
somebody showed up. And these folks get out of the car. I hope that they see this.
I don't know who they were.
They get out of the car, and we're like, hey, welcome to Lone Star Cowboy Church here in Tennessee. And they're like, whoa, wait, where's the barbecue? And we're like, well, we're not open today. We were doing a lot of catering at that time and things like that, barbecues, whatnot. But we're not open today, but after the church service, we're actually going to give barbecue for free. And these
free
folks,
pork sandwiches.
yeah, like no hesitation. They look us right in the eye and say, "Nah, we come back when we can pay for it."
And they drove away.
And they drove
Like,
away.
bye.
And I'm like, well, Jesus, did
Maybe-
we hear you correctly?
Maybe we heard wrong.
Yeah, maybe we heard wrong.
Maybe we
but-
were not right. So we started with 6 people that Sunday, us, and then slowly it was like 12, 15. Then somebody came forward and said they wanted to start a kids' church, and we were like, "That's great," because I'm not called to that. And then now we average 60 or so people on a Sunday. We have a full-time
75 on potluck.
Yeah, potluck Sunday. We still do potluck. That's one tradition we haven't changed over the years. We love first Sunday of the month. Jay and I usually cook barbecue, shocker, and people just bring side dishes. It's just kind of a good down home. We just love it. It's a time to sit and visit and connect with people. Now we have a ladies group and a men's group, and someone approached me yesterday, I haven't even told you this, about starting a couples group. So I like the idea of that too. So, and again, it's exactly what Jesus promised. It took a few years, but we just kept doing it. And I think that's a testament to we don't always see the results we want overnight. But I'm very thankful that we stuck it out. There were lots of Sundays it would have been very easy to stay in the bed and stay in my sweatpants. But I'm really, really glad that we don't do that. I always feel better when I get up and go to church. So just the basic logistics of it, because that was what some of the questions pertain to. What do I wear to Cowboy Church?
Shoo, whatever you want. If it's hunting season.
This is Jay's normal church attire.
It might be. I have some pearl snaps left in the closet. But you can wear what you want.
Yeah,
Come
hunting
as you
season.
Are.
We
Hunting
get guys
season.
in the paint.
Yeah,
because they
we're
go hunt.
absolutely coming out of the woods. This turkey season, it's any hunting season. There's going to be camp. There's been a lot of blaze orange in there before, but hey,
It's Cowboy Church.
You know, we're making a point to be together. The church is the people.
Yep.
And we really focus on that. And it's not so much about the building. It's not so much about anything else other than a bunch of like-minded folks getting together and worshiping Him.
We have all ages. Like I said, our kids group now, I mean, they average 10 to 15 kids, I'd say. Megan she's in charge of that. She's amazing and wonderful, and every kid loves her. Heck, everybody loves her. One other thing too, and y'all, if you've been to the Feedlot, then you've probably seen by the door that you enter and exit the hall from, we do have a prayer box there. Somebody at church, she came to me and said, you know, I really feel like I'd like to pray for people. And she is, I mean, a prayer warrior. And she said, I would love to know people's needs. So can I put this out during church? And I was like, heck, let's just hang it in there and see what happens. And honestly, I think all of the prayer requests that we've gotten have been from restaurant hours. So know that if you have put those in the box, I mean, we've gotten everything from illness to divorce to, I mean, all kinds of requests. Know that we are absolutely praying over those. Like, that's not just there for looks. Like, there is actually somebody that checks it every week. She takes them out, she prays. No names are shared, nothing like that. It stays completely private. So that's for everybody too.
All right, what time does church start?
Church starts at 10:30 every single Sunday. Our ladies and men's group both meet at 9 a.m. most Sundays.
If somebody wants to know more, who do they contact or how do they get a hold of us?
You can shoot us a message on our page. That's the easiest way to get a hold of us because me and Jay both check that. Or if you want to know more just about the church, you can look them up online. They are lonestar.tv. They're in Montgomery, Texas. They're more than happy to answer any direct questions about the actual church in Texas itself. But if you have questions about here, again, we're happy. Oh, I want to say this too. This is important. Pastor Randy, that's our main pastor at church. Kids are a big deal because lots of people, and I felt it too especially when we had younger kids who tend to cry and you can't really control them. We love having kids at church. You're never going to get turned away. We do not have like an infant nursery, but bring your babies to church. Like The other day we couldn't meet because of we're putting spray foam in at the hall. So we decided to have church just at the house, and we invited everybody to our house because, you know, we're like a church family. Like, we're a really good little tight-knit group. And one of the little babies, she was running around, and at the end we just all noted how great it was that everybody she went to just picked her up, and that she smiled with them for a minute and moved on. Like, we really have become a family, and we love that. We love it.
Yeah.
So everybody's welcome, any age, anything. So that's it. Y'all come visit us any Sunday morning. We love y'all. Thank you for being the best part of what we do.